Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode for the Coaching Conversations podcast. Now, we are on Stitcher, we are on iTunes, and multiple different channels. Please check us out. Now, one of the things that you'll get out of our podcast episodes is a lot of content, a lot of strategy. It's not fluff, it's not concept, yet we really want you to engage with the content and let us know your feedback. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. If there's topics you'd love to have us address, we would love to share them with you. Let us know your impact and let us know your feedback. I want to introduce you to a concept called learning-based coaching. Recently, we just came out with a platform called Assess to Coach. So if you go to the word assess, the number 2, coach.com, you have access to over 60 assessments. Here's why I bring that up. Coaching is changing rapidly. And here's the really funny thing. We all thought when AI became prevalent, we thought, AI is going to really disrupt the coaching industry. And it is. But ironically, the ICF reports that coaching is up over 10.7% for human-based coaching. So what's happening? I don't profess to have all the answers, but things are changing quickly. Now, here's our strategy. Doesn't mean it has to be your strategy, but I think we have to use AI and automation workflows and different tools to help people with coaching. I want to introduce you to a concept called, again, learning-based coaching and a product line that we built called Sidekick. Sidekick being a leader's best friend, someone who will help them coach and actually save them time. So here's how learning-based coaching works, and I'm going to allude to Sidekick. So let's say we have a team for a leader that's lacking motivation. What if they had a lesson every single week, and in the lesson wasn't how to be better teammates, but why to be better teammates? And it was cloaked in questions, thought-provoking questions that got the employee to think differently. And what if at the end of the month there was an assessment where they had to quantify and validate not only what they learned, but what they put into action? And the results not only were copied directly to their manager, providing further visibility to coaching opportunities, yet also started a workflow process where there was an executive summary based on trends for that individual or even a team, and then a coaching plan for the manager to administer and the employee to receive a self-coaching plan so they can self-administer improvements specific to the areas that the employee shared. All automated. Leaders love it. Here's why. Leaders are busy. I don't think leaders have more on their plate now. I don't think there's ever been a time they haven't had more on their plate than they do right now. And I've always, to be really candid, I've hated the objection, I don't have time to coach. I still think it's a falsehood, and here's why. If somebody quits the team and somebody has no time to coach, where does the time come from to hire a replacement? So here's what I want you to think about. What if there was a process, what if there was a system that allowed not only learning to take place, but had embedded coaching within learning that also had validation and insight to not only what they learned, but where they need more coaching. And we actually made the coaching simple for the leader to administer. That's learning-based coaching. I just read watched a YouTube video by a thought leader talking about, and he cited a resource, and I can't remember who it was, but that online learning was down over 75%. I've built over 300 coaching courses. Some I've never sold. And it's interesting. I'm like, wow, how's this going to disrupt the industry? So what if we combined learning on why to learn and why learning this is valuable to the individual, and then more importantly, combined it with coaching? What would happen? See, I think the greatest thing that we can do right now is to leverage these tools called AI and automation workflow to facilitate better human-based conversations. Now, that's not have to be your strategy. That's our strategy. Our whole goal is, how do we make coaching easier? How do we make human-based coaching easier for leaders inside companies? Sidekick actually puts that process on autopilot. By the way, we also identify the gaps where somebody needs to be coached. And you know what we do for our leaders? We tell them exactly what questions to ask, what activities they can facilitate, how to use accountability measures, how to tie it into their career development, and how to even scale even more of their time that we're already saving using something called supplemental coaching. So here's my question to you. What's your strategy?
Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.